Hair, do you really need to brush your hair 100 strokes at night to make it grow?
Will your shampoo and conditioner not work as well if you don't switch them up? Well, I caught up with Jay Roberts over at Blades International Salon for some help separating fact from fiction. Take a look. We are breaking down the myths and the facts with Jay Roberts, co-owner of Blades International Salon. All of these things we've heard out there, and find out if it's true or if it's false.
Correct. I think a lot of people are wondering whether it's true or false.
Okay, so we're going to start with this. I've always heard this. If you use the same shampoo and conditioner, it's not good because it's going to eventually just stop working, and you should switch it up.
That's false.
False.
False. So what happens is that the only time that your hair really needs to have a change up with that is that if you've done something different to your hair, whether it be color, or you are on a medication, or you're well water. Any of those things, you have to go in and change your shampoo. It's like they say, you have to kiss a lot of frogs before you meet the prince.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing. You got to try a lot of shampoos before you meet the right one.
But when you find the right one, you can just keep using it. Doesn't build up or anything?
No, it doesn't build up because they're all water-soluble products.
Myth number 2, plucking gray hair will make it grow back thicker, or 2 is going to grow in the place of 1.
Well, if that was the case, my beard would be really, really big. But it doesn't work like that. Plucking gray hair actually can cause damage to the follicle of your hair, which then can lead to bald spots or infections in the follicle of your head. So we advise you not to pluck the gray hair. What you can do is if you have just a few that are sticking out somewhere, you can go close to the scalp and trim that gray hair, but don't pluck it.
So, and myth number 3, we've seen this in the movies, that we should brush our hair 100 times a day so it'll grow and be healthy.
Yeah, Cinderella had a lot of time on her hands, so she could brush her hair all she wants. I don't know of a lot of women that can brush their hair 100 times a day. It really is not beneficial for your hair because what it does is it breaks down the hair and it can cause damage to the cuticle of the hair. Now, you can go through and brush through your hair because you want to transfer your natural essential oils that you have on your scalp through the hair. That's beneficial, but 100 times a day is way, way over that because what it can do is it can distort the hair, cause that cuticle breakage, and make the hair look more fragile.
What does work is a wide tooth comb for wet hair.
So with a big, huge, wide tooth comb, what you want to do is that you go in, you want to start from the bottom first, working it through, then come to the midsection, work that through, then come to the top and work it through. A lot of people start at the top and work it down. That's going to cause more tangles, more snarls, and more breakage.
A wet brush is also a great tool on dry hair, but start in the middle.
That causes less damage to the hair, helps detangle the hair much more easily, and treats the hair better.
Myth number 4, trimming your hair makes it grow.
No.
False?
False. No.
But it makes it look like it's growing, right?
It makes it look like it's growing because what you're doing is you're cutting off the dead ends or split ends, which makes the hair look thicker and fuller. Now, hair grows from your scalp, so trimming down here has nothing to do with what's up here. So what you want to do is just clean and trim the ends. Yes, it maintains it and makes it look healthier and more lustrous and beautiful, but it has nothing to do with making it grow. Your hair only grows about 1/4 of an inch on an average.
Per month?
Per month.
Okay. Finally, for number 5, this is more of a question. Should you have clean or dirty hair before your color appointment?
That is one of the biggest questions we get in the salon. So it really depends on, 1, the color that you're doing, 2, the level of color, the type of color, the type of hair, the scalp's condition, and if you're using any inhibiting shampoos, say for blonding, like purple shampoos or bluing shampoos.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. So what you want to do is you want to cleanse your hair before your service because if you're using purple or blue shampoos, that's going to deter the color that's going onto your hair that day. If your scalp is sensitive, let's say if it has eczema or seborrhea or psoriasis, don't shampoo your hair before you go in because that acts as a buffer for the chemical that the color does, okay? If you have fine hair, you should not shampoo the hair before you come in because that acts as a buffer and helps the hair. If you have really curly hair, you definitely, or thicker hair, you want to shampoo it so the color can grab Or let's say if you have someone who has really oily hair, you want to shampoo it before you come into the salon so the color is more accepting.
Okay, so it kind of depends on who you are.
Totally.
All right, so there we have it. The myths, the questions, everything all answered. You now know for sure. Thanks, Jay.
If I had hair to comb 100 times a day, I wouldn't do it.
That's the thing, 100 strokes a day, so don't worry, you don't have to do it. For more great hair days, you can go to Blades International Salon. They're right on the Silestein Highway in Rocky Hill, right by Kohl's. For more information, you can visit their website, bladesinternationalsalon.com. Go ahead, give them a call, tell them we sent you.